Hi, hello. Welcome back to another session of Geography. I am Kavita here to present one more topic from this lesson. In the previous session, we discussed about soils of Karnataka. In that, we learned the meaning of soil and types of soil. In this session, we are going to learn the last topic from this lesson, that is natural vegetation and animals of Karnataka state. So, from this topic, today we are going to learn on these topics. Those are meaning of natural vegetation, importance of natural vegetation, types of natural vegetation, distribution of forest and animal resources of Karnataka state. Children, let's start our class with the meaning of natural vegetation. What do you mean natural vegetation? That word indicates that natural. It means the various kinds of plants and trees growing naturally are called natural vegetation. It means the trees and plants are growing naturally, that not artificial. Growing naturally are called natural vegetation. Karnataka has number of plants and trees. Many trees are there in Karnataka state. We can see in the Malnad region dense forest, evergreen forest, everything is there in Karnataka state. Next move on another topic, that is the importance of natural vegetation. Natural vegetation is one of the natural resources of the Karnataka state. They provide raw materials for many industries, and also it creates employment opportunities for the people. They provide livestock for the people. Even forest give shelter for wild animals. Even by the natural vegetation, many things we are creating here, manufacture, for example medicine, spicy items, bamboos. These are the manufactured from forest. In Karnataka, sandalwood tree. You people heard the name of sandalwood. Sandalwood tree is more grow in the Karnataka state, so that it is called the land of sandalwood. Which tree is more grow in the Karnataka state? That is sandalwood. So that Karnataka is called the land of sandalwood. This is about the importance of natural vegetation. Next move on another topic, that is types of natural vegetation. Natural vegetation of Karnataka state can be classified into 4 types. Those types on the basis of climate and soil. It means natural vegetation of Karnataka state, the forest, is bifurcated on the basis of climate and soil. These 2 factors influence on natural vegetation. Natural vegetation of Karnataka state can be classified into 4 types. How many types? 4 types. Those are evergreen forest, deciduous forest, mixed forest, next grassland and shrubs. These are the main 4 types of natural vegetation in Karnataka state. So children, let's discuss about the first type of natural vegetation in Karnataka state, that is evergreen forest. This kind of forest receiving more than 250 centimeter annual rainfall. There we can see evergreen forest. Then in Karnataka, which place is receiving more annual rainfall? So where heavy rainfall has recorded, there we can see evergreen forest, more than 250 centimeter annual rainfall. So on account of heavy rain and as well as temperature, the trees grow tall and dense. The forest, basically here the sunlight does not reach ground at all because these forests are very tall and dense. This kind of forest we can see in the Malnad region. The importance, the major trees in the evergreen forest, for example, mahogany and teak and etc. So evergreen forest we can see in the Malnad region because Malnad region receives heavy rainfall in Karnataka state. So that we can see evergreen forest in Malnad region. And as well as in different types of spicy items also grow in the evergreen forest. For example, cinnamon, cardamom and medicines also. This kind of forest we can see in the Malnad region. As I told now, the districts are Shivamogga, Kodagu, Uttar Kannada, Dakshina Kannada, Chamarajanagar and Chikmagalur. So this is about evergreen forest. Next type of natural vegetation in Karnataka state, that is deciduous forest. After winter, due to lack of moisture in the soil, the trees shed their leaves. After some days, the leaves reappear in the spring times. So this kind of forest we can see in the South Karnataka districts. The districts are Mysore, Chamarajanagar, Ramnagara and some part, it means some part of Hassan, Kolar and the next one Ramnagara, Tumkur, Chitradurga, Davangere and some part in the Kodagu district and some part in the Hassan district. There we can see deciduous forest because this kind of forest is receiving 60 to 120 centimeter annual rainfall. In the deciduous forest, some important trees are there. For example, teak, mahogany, jack, banyan, bamboo and etc. This is about deciduous forest. Next move on, another type of forest in Karnataka state, that is mixed forest. What do you mean mixed forest? It means the growing evergreen forest and deciduous forest together from the mixed forest is called mixed forest. This forest is receiving annual rainfall from 120 to 150 centimeter annual rainfall. Then where we can see this kind of forest in Karnataka state? We can see in the coastal region and as well as some part in the Malnad region. Basically mixed forest, these two forests together in the mixed forest. So this kind of forest we can see in the we can see in the coastal region and as well as in the Malnad districts. The districts are Udupi, Uttar Kannada, Dakshina Kannada, Chikmagalur and Mysore, eastern part of Kodagu and other districts. And many trees grow in the mixed forest? For example, teak, mahogany, jack, bamboo and etc. This is about mixed forest. Next move on, the last but not the least kind of forest in Karnataka state, that is grassland and shrub. This kind of forest is receiving less than 60 centimeter annual rainfall. Then where we can see this kind of forest in Karnataka state? Here evergreen forest is receiving more than 250 centimeter and deciduous forest is receiving above 60, it means from 60 to 120 centimeter, and mixed forest is receiving 120 to 150 centimeter. But grassland and shrubs, this kind of forest is receiving less than 60 centimeter annual rainfall in Karnataka. Then where we can see grassland shrubs in Karnataka state? We can see in the North Karnataka districts, the northern part, because this kind of forest is receiving only less than 60 centimeter annual rainfall. Is it possible to grow trees? No. Basically, for growing trees, main basic need, that is rainfall and fertility of the soil. But this kind of forest is receiving only less than 60 centimeter annual rainfall. So we can see in the North Karnataka part, the districts are Vijaypur, Raichur, Kalburgi, Bidar, Koppal, then Yadgiri, Bagalkot and some part Belgavi. And in the grassland and shrubs, even many trees also grow. For example, Kunti, palm and etc. This is about grassland and shrubs. And also in Karnataka we can see mangrove forest. But mangrove forest is very limited in the Karnataka state. Basically mangrove forest we can see in the river side, in the coast and as well as coastal areas. But Karnataka is near to the Arabian Sea, so that we can see only limited mangrove forest. So mangrove forest we can see in Andaman Nicobar Islands. Basically mangrove forest, it's grown in the sea, it means coastal region and as well as in the river side. But mangrove forest is limited in the Karnataka state. And another important tree also grow in the Karnataka state, that is Shola forest. Shola forest. This is different character. It means it's completely far from the Arabian Sea. It means far from the sea, above 1400 meters. It means Shola forest grow in the climate. It's very cool weather, there Shola forest can be grown. Basically Shola forest is completely far from the sea, above 1400 meter above sea level. So then where we can see Shola forest in Karnataka? I have mentioned the word cool weather and climate. So we can see this kind of forest we can see in the Malnad region. For example, districts are Shivamogga, in Kudremukha, Chikmagalur. So where cool weather and climate is there we can see Shola forest. So this is about types of forest in Karnataka state or natural vegetation of Karnataka state. Next move on another topic, that is distribution of forest. Distribution of forest in Karnataka is not equal distributed all over the state because some factors influence on growing trees. The factors are climate, soil, rainfall. So that forest in Karnataka is not equal distributed all over the state. So Karnataka has 43.4 lakh square kilometer area under forest. So Karnataka state 7th position in the forest in our country. In Karnataka, Uttar Kannada district has largest area under forest after Uttar Kannada, Shimoga district. Then whereas Vijayapur district has the least, it means the lowest area under forest. This is about distribution of forest in Karnataka state. And the last but not the least from this class, that is animal resources. Karnataka has variety of animals because of reason dense forest, because of reason thick forest. So that Karnataka state has the variety of animals. Already in the previous lesson I told you UNESCO, it means United Nation Education, Scientific, Cultural and Organization has been declared Sahyadri Hills is one of the World Heritage Site. Sahyadri Hills is considered World Heritage Site. So that number of animals we can see in the Sahyadri Hills. 25% is animal population and 10% is tiger population we can see in Karnataka state. The central part of the Western Ghat is called Malnad or Sahyadri Hills. Sahyadri Hill is one of the hot spot for animals, so that it is called World Heritage Site. The most important forest area of Karnataka having wildlife. For example, in the coastal region, Uttar Kannada and as well as in some part Belagavi, and in the Malnad region and also in the Sahyadri Hills. And prominent hills of Karnataka state are Baba Budangiri Hill, BR Hills, it means Biligiri Rangana Hills, Malai Mahadeshwara Hills, Gopala Swami Hills. These are the 4 hills we can see in the south part of Karnataka state. Ranebenuru is in Haveri district, is one of the most important animal resources of North Karnataka. Now Karnataka has 5 national parks, 4 bird sanctuary and 17 wildlife sanctuaries are there in Karnataka state. And the prominent, it means major tiger projects are there in Karnataka state. For example, Dandeli, Bhadra, Bandipura, Nagarahole, Anshi, and Ranganatittu is one of the bird sanctuary in Karnataka state. So children, by this topic today we completed one more lesson from geography part, that is unit 3, climate, soil, natural vegetation and animals of Karnataka state. So children, thank you and have a great day.